I'm live. I have no idea if this thing's working. And I don't even know how to tell if anyone's here. But I'm going to figure it out. So, let me go do that. How do I know? Oh, here's how. Okay, no one's here yet. Okay, no one's here yet. Okay, no one's here yet. Okay, no one's here. Why is it doing that? Okay, no one's here. Why is it doing that? Okay, no one's here. Why is it doing that? Okay, no one's here. Why is it doing that? Okay, you guys, I'm just trying to log in on my iPad. Okay, you guys, I'm just trying to log in on my iPad. Hey! Okay, hi, Deborah. Hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. Hi, Deborah. Let me turn this down. There we go. That's better. Well, isn't this fun? I've never done this before. So I thought I would come on here. I'm in the middle of working on a mini album. And so I thought I would just craft and chat with you guys for just a little bit. I won't be able to stay on too long, but I wanted to test this thing out. I've never done it. Deborah, you've been doing this. Is it fun? You've been going live? It's kind of fun, I think. Plus, I got to be honest. Here's the thing. I have issues uploading because I don't have all the fancy equipment yet. And so, like, my storage always gets full on my phone, and I have issues, and I always run into problems uploading things. And so if you do live, it just, I believe, automatically uploads. So I thought that was cool. So I'll give it a try. So anyways, I am working on a mini album in case anyone's interested. And I'm going to be using this Love Story collection by Lori Whitlock. It's Echo Park. I had gotten this recently at Tuesday morning, and so I'm using black cardstock for my base pages because I thought that would go really pretty with these colors. So I've already designed, I decided I'm gonna have 5 pages. Actually, I'll kind of, this is what I do. I just make some little notes. So I already decided that I want an 8 by, you know what? How do I turn this around? How do I do that? Reverse it so that you're seeing this right. There's got to be a way, right? How the heck do I do that? Anybody know? Deborah, I'm still learning, obviously, too. Let me see what this does. No? Well, I'm sorry. It's not facing the right direction for you guys. So I really, that's an issue. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I'll have to work on that. So maybe for next time. Thanks, Deborah. It is nice paper. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I've already decided I'm going to make an 8 by 8. I'm going to have a 3-inch spine. And so my base my base pages are going to be 7.5 by 7.5. Thank you. I know we can all learn together, can't we? So I was thinking about this because I know a couple of my subscribers wanted me to do a tutorial, and I'm struggling with it because of my upload issues. So, you know, going live, this might be, even if they don't catch it, they can get it on the replay. So I'm going to do 5 pages. So my very first page, I've already made, and it will go like this. So the way I do it is I first make my base pages, which I'm going to show you one just in case you're curious. I made 5 of these pages, and basically all it is you cut a piece at 7.5 by 7.5, and then you cut another piece at 7.5 by 8.5, and you score on the 8.5 side a 1/2 inch and at 8 inches. So you bend that up, and then you're able to And I could do a tutorial like on this, but you're able to adhere them together. And that way these two pages come together and you have, it's like a hole all the way through, because this will go on the hinge and then this would be like for a tag or, you know, whatever. And so this is what I call a base page, and I chose to do 7.5 by 7.5, so it's a square. But you know, with albums you can make them any size, right? They can be rectangle. But so for my first base page, this would be page 1, not the covers, just the page 1. I decided to make a couple little doors, and then I made a flap and a little belly band. And that's on the first side. And then when you turn it over, I have a flap and a pocket. And then for page 2, I have a flap and a pocket. And then you turn page 2 over and it's just a simple belly band. So that's as far as I've gotten with that so far. So I was actually getting ready to start working on page 3. So, any ideas? I just, you know, I'm terrible because I'll just sit here and go, well, I'll just do this. And I don't even write stuff down. It's really hard. I mean, I should be better about that, because then at least I would have like a journal of all my measurements, you know, for different albums. I don't do that. I do it on the fly. So page 3. Oh, one thing I do think about is, so when you open the book, this will be on the right-hand side because this would be the cover. So let's see, I'll flip and I'll flip. So I know that the front of page 3 is on the right-hand side. The only reason I like to know that orientation is if I decide to do a flap or whatever, I kind of don't like flaps that go this way when the hinge is here. It's okay, I do them, but I just like to know my orientation. So, you know what I do like? I like double flaps. Like 2 flaps over here maybe. And you know what? I probably could use, well, it's a little short. I'm trying to use my scraps as much as I can. I'm running out of black cardstock. So since it's 7.5, oh, I know what I could do. Yeah, I'm gonna make 2 flaps, but they'll be like connected here and then kind of overlap here. I'll show you if that makes sense. So the way I want to do this, I do want to cut it. Yeah, I do want to cut it to 7.5. And then, well, how big is this? I guess 3.5. I'm just trying to see how far 3.5 would go in on my, yeah, I'll do that. Let me grab my trimmer. See, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Okay, so I'm going to cut this real quick at 7.5. I've got dinner. I'm ahead of the game. I'm really impressed with myself. I got dinner cooking. It's almost ready. Richie's happy about that. So that's why I thought, well, this is a good time real quick to cut. Oh, I need my paper trimmer. I'm going to cut this in half now. So it's 7.5. So I want to cut it at, what do I want to cut it at? 3.5 would be 7. So another quarter. 3 3/4 would be half, I think. That's what I'm going with. There we go. Okay. Now, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make them just a little bit shorter. So let me see where I'm at with this. I think I want this to be at 5. And I can save this for something else. And then the other one, if that one's at 5, I want it to overlap. 6, 7, 2.5, 3.5. I'll do 4.5 on this one. I have no idea if this will work. Well, we're going to see. It's just paper, right? Isn't that what May? Does anybody watch May? That's what she says. Did I cut that the wrong way? I sure did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did good. Okay. All right. So now, I'm not sure I'm going to like this, but you know what? Maybe I will. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to just score 1/2 inch on the, I got to make sure I want to do this on the right. Yeah. Let me think. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry about that. Let me turn this around. Maybe. Do I want it like that? No, I want it the other way, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I want to score a 1/2 inch this way. Let's see if this works. I texted Jan and told her I was going live to do a test. I'm not sure if she was going to pop on and say hi or not. I'm glad you guys did. I have some friends. Deborah, how have you been doing? Did you see we got a little snow today? Not much, but it is cold. And I think we're supposed to get maybe snow tomorrow, and then it's going to warm up again. I can't remember. I really need to watch. I got to pay attention to the news a little bit more. Pat, where are you? Okay. Put a little bit of glue. I love this art glitter glue. Oh, I should have done it. Let me think. I wanted it on the side. I meant to do it inside the flap, so I should have put the glue on the inside, but we'll just make this work. Just gotta go with it. Okay. I think these little flaps will look kind of cute. Well, I hope they do, because I've already glued it on. But again, not a big deal. You know, we always fix things, right? So see, then this one I'm going to glue here. Yeah, that's going to look cute. I think it'll look cute. West Virginia on the border of Ohio. I don't want the snow either, Deborah. So I got to tell you, I used to live in Northern Virginia. And, oh, there's some areas of West Virginia that are just beautiful. Well, all over that area. I just think it's really pretty. But I lived in, it was right outside of Washington, D.C., Sterling, Virginia, or it was also called Potomac Falls. Right on the, well, kind of close to the Potomac River, I guess. But anyway, that was a long time ago, but I liked it. My daughter was only 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. And then she's going to be 21 February 7th, so that's how long ago it was. So that's kind of funny. But I did like it out there. I only lived there for a little over a year, but it was pretty. It's fun seeing other parts of the country. I got to tell you, though, I moved back to Omaha, which is my home, where I'm from, a few years ago, and yeah, I think that's cute. And it was the best thing I ever could have done. I'm so happy to be back home. So, that is good. Okay. What I'm looking for is I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and just put a pocket down here also. And I'll probably just call it good on this one. So, let's see. Is this at 8? Yep, perfect. It's at 8.5 already. So I should, so what I'm going to do, I need it to be at 7.5. Yeah, so a 1/2 inch on either side would make it 7.5. So 1/2 inch, 8 inches, rotate, and a 1/2 inch this way, and we can make a real quick pocket. So we can put, you know, some tags or something in there. Your daughter's going to be 21 on Halloween. Oh, that's so cool. You've been on the same farm all your life. I love that. That is amazing. So you and I, our daughters are basically the same age. Mine's a little older, but yeah, that's neat. You know, both my parents grew up on farms in Iowa. And even though, you know, before I was born, I mean, they moved to Omaha, Nebraska, which is a city, and they raised us here, but you can always tell my mom and dad both have that farm. What is the saying? You can take the the man away from the farm, but you can't take the farm away. I don't know the saying, but you know what I mean. Farmer at heart, always. So that's really cool. Do you have animals? West Virginia, you might have horses out there. Who knows? Very cool, though. Oops, I want to get the top part. I'm just mitering the edges right now. It just reduces that bulk. And it also, for me, I think it makes it a little bit of a cleaner look. So I like to do it. I'm going to hold that little edge down for just a quick minute. This is one of the reasons why I love this art glitter glue. Which, by the way, was just delivered today. I got to go get that. I don't know if it's in the front door or the mailbox, but I need to go do that. I don't want it out there in the freezing cold. Dang it. I need to go grab that because I was getting low. This is really all I had left. I was kind of freaking out because when I first started doing paper crafts, just dogs and a few chickens, you raise gardens. That's really neat. That's really neat. Anyways, when I first started doing, you know, some paper crafts and stuff, I mean, I tried every type of tape runner. I've tried all different types of glues. And there's a lot of good ones out there. But I got to be honest with you. Ever since I found score tape and art glitter glue, literally those are the only two adhesives I use for everything. I'm not even joking. I mean, unless it's a dimensional, right, where you use the foam tape. But I love them both so much. And they just work really well with what I do. So I really like them. Bye, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you for checking it out with me. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on too long. I got to eat dinner. I got to eat dinner soon. I can't believe I'm ahead of the game with that. But I really did just want to check this out and see how this whole live thing business, how it all works. I'm having to re-burnish this because I did screw up. You know, I really didn't leave enough with my score line here. I probably should have cut the pocket a little bit shorter, but that's okay. I just recreased it to where it should work. So we should be okay there. And, and I don't put my closures, my glue. Pat, I buy it off of Amazon with Prime, or if you know somebody with Prime, which is what I do, it's always free shipping. And so that's where I get mine. I also have bought it from Country Craft Creations, and only though when I'm buying magnets and other things from her, because you don't get the free shipping. But the magnets is where I get it from Country Craft Creations. They're the only ones I'll use because, again, I went on a big magnet frenzy and I couldn't find anything that really worked well for me, and these do. Hold on one second. Sorry, give me a second. Anyways, these work really good. They're called Basic Gray, and I love them. So, I don't know. Do you do mini albums? I think you do. I can't remember. But I tend to use I like to use magnetic closures in my mini albums. But I've also been trying to figure out different closures to use so that I have a little bit more creativity going on. Plus, the magnets aren't cheap. I'm not going to lie. They're not cheap. I mean, they're not like ridiculously expensive, but considering how many I use, you know, that it adds up. So I'm trying to get crafty. Oh, you make junk journals. Well, I need to learn from you because it intimidates me. Because this is very just, you know, precise and clean. Junk journals are so beautiful and amazing, but there's so many different things involved. Jan, you didn't get a notification. That's a bummer. I wonder why you didn't get a... Pat, did you get a notification when I went live? I know, Jan. Yay, it worked. I can't believe it. Look at me. Look at me go. So, Jan, all I'm doing is I was really just testing this out. And we had Deborah on here and Pat. And, oh, hi, Anna. Or Kat. I'm sorry, Kat. I've been calling you Pat. My apologies. Please, please, please forgive me. Kat. And we had a nice conversation about where we all live. And anyway, Deborah had to go. But I was just talking about I'm making a mini album with this paper, Love Story, which, Jan, I know you got this too. And I just think it's really pretty. So I'm using a black cardstock for my base pages. And I'm on my 3rd page. I already had a couple pages made. I'm going to make a total of 5. So Kat and I are just sitting here thinking, I just do it on the fly. So we just came up with a couple flaps and a pocket. And I'm going to call it good on that side. And then if you turn page 3 over, see, now I gotta remember that turning it over, this will be on the left-hand side of the book. So, just for my own benefit, because I like to know the orientation. So, oh, I do know I want to do a waterfall. I will do that. I want to do a waterfall that also flat opens up, and I'm going to show you an example so you guys know what I'm talking about. This is a waterfall, right? And it's just because the pages kind of are like, I don't know, they call them a waterfall. And it's just for where you can put photos or whatever. But on this waterfall, I made it so that it's not just attached to the base page. It actually opens up. So I'm going to do that. I kind of liked that. And I think I may do, instead of horizontally, I might do it vertically, where it either, no, I'm going to open it up horizontally, I think. I hope that makes sense. Anna, how are you? So the first thing I do is, now if I were just going to put it on the base page, I would not have to get a bigger piece of paper like this and start. It's like I'm building the waterfall on this, and when I'm done building it, I'll just hinge it on. That way it can open up. So I can actually just set my base page aside. But I do have to think about math for a second here. Oh, no, you should. Oh, good, Anna. Kat, you shouldn't be scared. I'm telling you, the junk journal stuff scares me. It's so complicated to me because it's so amazingly beautiful, like I said, but there's all different, you're dyeing papers, I don't know. I'm not that good, so I got to be clean and simple. But anyways, it's fun, I think, with our community because we just learn so much from each other, you know? So I'm going to build the waterfall right on this, but I got to figure this out for just a quick second. So I know that this is 7.5, right? And I want a 1/2 inch hinge. So I need this just to be 8 by 7.5. So I just have to cut off a little bit here. So 8 by 7.5. Just cut this real quick. And, oops, 8. And I can't stay on real long, but I might come back on. I wanted to test this. I was telling Kat, my dinner's ready. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm ahead of the game tonight. Jan, you're funny. Okay, 7.5 by 8. And the reason, again, is because, and I know it's hard to see with black, but this 7.5 will be perfectly fit on here, but I have a 1/2 inch border that I'm gonna score, and that's gonna be glued into where the hinge is. So that way, when I build the waterfall, you'll be able to open it up. So now for the waterfall. So I do know, I better do this real quick so I don't forget which side is which. I'm gonna score at a 1/2 inch real quick. And I know that I want to burnish this way. Hey, did you guys know, you probably do, but when you score, okay, like I'm scoring on this side, there's an indent I'm sure you guys know, there's an indent. And on the other side, we call that a mountain. Can you see that there? Maybe a little bit better. Where it's raised, bumped over raised. You're supposed to fold onto the mountain so that you change your valley, your indent, which is called the valley, into a mountain. So you have valleys and mountains. And the reason for that, I mean, it has something to do with the way the fibers work and break down. I don't really know. I just know a lot of people that I've learned from on watching how to make mini albums. They've all really said that on how to burnish. So, quick tip. I've done it both ways. I don't think it really matters. I don't know. But anyway, so now I know that this piece, so let me get my orientation right. This is going to be on the left-hand side. Okay, so I want this piece is going to be glued into right there, okay? So that when I open it, you know, I'll have this spread, but on top will be the waterfall. So now I need to build the waterfall on here. And the way I'm going to do it is, I can't find my Tim Holtz. Oh, yeah, I can. Here it is. See, I have stuff everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Oh, that's good, Jan. Hey, thanks for that feedback, because, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I think I might. I think I'm going to do a little bit of this, and then, yeah, I'll probably break away here in a minute, and then I'll come back and try to work on this some more. But 7.5 by 7.5, so just so I know my measurements, I want my waterfall to go this way. So I will open the pages like that, but I don't want them that big. I think what I'm going to do is probably, you know what, I'm going to do 4 by 6. 4 by 6, but which way 4 by 6? Do I want, yeah, I want it to be 6 and lengthwise 4. So it's really going to be 4.5 by 6 because I need a 1/2 inch hinge on each one. And those will be my actual photo mats. So 4 by 6.5. Is that what I want for my photo? No, 4.5 by 6 are the photo mats. Okay, so I don't forget. And then what I'll do is make a strip that'll be attached and be magnetized to close it, to hold it shut. That's my plan for this waterfall. Okay, oh, okay, Jan, I will. So everyone, I'm gonna jump off for just a little bit. I gotta eat, I'm hungry, and spend some time with my husband, and then I will, oh, you're so funny. Oh, you're sweet, Anna. Thank you. But I'll be back on a little bit later if you want to jump back on. Thanks, everybody. Bye. I don't even know how to shut it off. Isn't that funny? Bye. I will. Kat, I will show you how to attach magnets when I come back, if that's okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to figure out how to, thanks, Kat. I don't know how to shut this off, but I'm going to try. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you in a little bit.